and to know more about the anti-diet culture, we are now connected with a clinical nutrition specialist, Dr. Putri Sakti. Good morning, Dr. Putri.
Good morning, doctor.
Hi.
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 How are you?
Very good,
We're
thank you.
good. Thank you for joining us. Dr. Putri, now we want to know your thoughts about this on those who go on diet just to lose weight.
Okay. Actually, if we want to lose weight, we need to consider another things like our well-being, our risk of chronic disease, or another thing is we need to fat loss then weight loss. So
Right.
don't just talk about lose weight, but we need to consider, is it well balanced for me, about the nutrition, is it safe for us or not. So I think it's more complicated, not just about losing weight.
Okay.
Right. So, I think the key that you said there is the balance,
The
in
balance.
our diet. So, doctor, we mentioned before about intuitive eating. So, can you describe what this is?
Okay. Intuitive eating is like we piece with all type food. So we stop to look, is it good or bad for me? So I think actually this anti-diet culture is not properly enough to our health, because of course we need to know what is bad for us, what is good for us, and then we need to consider that it's not about stop any bad food, but maybe rethinking about the frequency, or maybe the reduce the portion, but we can
see.
still enjoy that food.
All right. All right, so it's to have the good relationship with all types of food. So that's intuitive eating. So do you think intuitive eating is safe, Dr. Putri?
Okay, intuitive eating, actually, it is safe for our mentally health, but
Okay.
actually for our physical health is, I think, is not safe, because
Really?
of course we need to consider our bad food or maybe our health food. So well balanced diet is the best diet combined with mindful eating, of course.
Mindful eating.
Sometimes if you have eating disorder, you can combine the mindful eating with the intuitive eating culture.
Right. All right, doctor. Just to add on that, does this mean that intuitive eating, it's choosing food that make you happy, but forgetting what your health is like? Is that what it's about?
Yeah, but actually it's depend on of the people, of course. If the people think about their physical and mental health, I think they will consider to reduce some bad food, but it doesn't mean they stop. But
Right.
if they just fulfill their hunger with bad food, or maybe good food as their request, of course it can increase some risk of chronic disease like
Right.
diabetes mellitus, or maybe stroke, or maybe cardiac arrest.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
of course it is not good for their health, of course.
Okay.
I see.
Scary things there.
Scary thing. But Dr. Putri, I'm also curious that you mentioned some of the bad and good food. Is it okay to label them as bad or good? Because some dietitians said that all good, actually, all food is it's good food if you consume it in moderation. What do you think about this?
Yeah. Okay. Actually, I agree with them that we need to know that this food, of course, good for us at the moderation portion and the less frequency, of course. But of course, we still need that. Maybe we can change the words, not bad, but it's not nutritious enough for us, or
Okay.
not well balanced nutrition for our health, of course.
All right. So, Dr. Putri, just a little bit of a background here. So, what is the ideal amount of nutrition and calories that our average body should have?
Okay. Actually, it's depend on our gender, of course, Vivi.
Okay.
Like for you or for male, we can uh, three, 30, 30 times for our ideal body weight. But
Right.
for female, our calorie is 25 times from ideal body weight.
Oh, okay,
Right,
okay.
right.
So we need to know what our body needs.
That's right.
Actually. All right. So, Dr. Putri, I also want to know more about the mindful eating that you have mentioned before. What separates mindful eating from intuitive eating? Can you tell the difference between these two?
Okay, as we know that intuitive eating, we have piece of type of food, so we don't think about what bad or what good for us. But at the mindful eating, we consider about our health. So we use our five senses, like
okay,
we
okay,
eat with our eye, our mouth, our finger, and we have connection with our food. Is it good for me? Is it nutritious for me?
Okay.
And at mindful eating, we always eat and chewy small bites and chewy slowly. So we have
Small
connection
bites.
that it will stimulate our
Right.
satiety after we chew after 20 minutes.
Okay, so you need more
Yes,
time.
the time. As we were taught,
Yeah.
to eat slowly and really enjoy it.
Very slowly.
Okay, so doctor, you've mentioned before that intuitive eating, if not done correctly, could be not good for you. So what requirements of our body do we need if we want to try intuitive eating?
Okay, I think it's good to join two of this intuitive eating and mindful eating with me. But we can combine it from some point, like from intuitive eating. We need look the point that we have mental health from our food,
Right.
and it doesn't mean we stop our bad food, but we still consider to eat less frequency, reduce the portion, and we combine with mindful eating, like we chew it slowly, but we still need think that our food must be nutritious enough and well balanced diet enough for our health, of course.
I
Because intuitive eating alone, if we do it to some people that have chronic disease, of course, we don't agree about that.
Okay, so before we try intuitive eating, should we go to a dietitian in the first, before we try it, Dr. Putri?
Yes, of course, because they will examine what is your condition, and then they will suggest you is it okay for you or not, or maybe need some adaptation from combine the intuitive eating and mindful eating.
All right. So, doctor, some people do have eating disorders, whatever form it is. Can they practice intuitive eating if they have this disorder?
Yes, they can. They can do intuitive eating, but of course, with the guidance from the expert. So don't forget to consultation, maybe to the clinical nutrition specialist, and combine with the psychiater, because at the eating disorder, they have some mental health issues that need psychiater to recover it.
I see. All right, very interesting there.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Putri, for your for this discussion, because we know that intuitive eating, we shouldn't just jump into
That's
intuitive
right.
eating. We
Yes.
should seek for consultation first, and we need to know our body first before we do this. Thank you, doctor.
Thank you, doctor.
Yeah, thank you, Wilby and Shahna.
Thank you.
Thank you.